Dear Diary, only 2 weeks until my 15th birthday, and I have to admit, I'm actually really excited this time. But it's not because of a party or gifts or any of that. Nope, this year there's only one thing I want. Ethan's attention. This sounds so ridiculous. But seriously, Diary, he's perfect. I mean, I'm pretty sure he likes me too. He's been looking at me in class a lot lately. And not in the you have food in your hair kind of way, like in a real I might like you way. I just need to figure out how to, make it obvious that I like him too, without completely embarrassing myself.
Lily, honey, wake up.
Mom, it's Sunday. Let me sleep in.
I know, sweetheart, but remember, Miss Thompson, our old neighbor, is coming over this morning.
Miss Thompson?
You used to call her Auntie Beth, remember? You always loved hanging out with her.
Auntie Beth is coming today?
Yes, she's coming in an hour.
Yes! Why didn't you wake me up earlier? Auntie Beth was the coolest. She taught me how to paint, helped me bake my first cake, and even let me stay up way past my bedtime when Mom wasn't around. As I disappeared into the bathroom, Mom, still smiling, starts tidying up my room. She picks up some clothes, glances around, and her eyes land on the open diary lying on my desk. Curious, she flips it open, her expression changing to horrified as she reads,
Lily, we need to talk.
Uh-oh, Mom only uses that tone when I'm in big trouble, but what did I do? I quickly rinse my mouth and step out, still smiling. What's up, Mom?
This is what's up, young lady.
Oh no. Mom, were you reading my diary?
I was picking up your mess, and it just fell open. And what do I see? You're obsessed with some boy at school, talking about wanting his attention like it's the most important thing in the world.
Mom, that's private. You can't just read.
What else am I supposed to think, Lily? You're supposed to be focusing on your studies, not chasing after boys. You're 14, for crying out loud.
Mom, I'm not chasing after boys. I have a crush like any normal person my age.
You're too young to be worrying about that. And what about school, Lily? Are you going there to learn or just to get some boys' attention?
Both, okay? School isn't just about grades, and Ethan isn't just some boy.
I don't care who he is. You need to stop this right now. No more talking to him. I won't have you throwing away your education and your life over some silly crush, Lily.
Just as I felt my eyes starting to sting with tears, the doorbell rang. A moment later, I heard a soft, familiar voice from downstairs.
Hello, it's Beth. Anyone home?
Auntie Beth! Without thinking, I pushed past Mom and bolted out of my room and down the stairs. There she was, with her wild curly hair and bright smile, standing in the doorway. Auntie Beth!
Oh, Lily, honey, what's wrong?
I didn't even answer. I just ran up to her and hugged her tight, like I used to when I was little and had scraped my knee or had a bad dream.
Oh, don't go feeling sorry for her, Beth. She's in trouble. Trouble? For what? I found this. She's writing about boys, obsessing over some kid named Ethan. She's only 14, and already she's distracted by this nonsense.
It's not nonsense! It's just feelings, Mom!
Hey, let's calm down for a second, okay? Why don't we talk about this in the kitchen? Fine, but Lily stays here.
Mom grabbed Auntie Beth's arm and practically dragged her towards the kitchen. As she shut the door behind her, I heard her say something like,
"You won't believe the things she's written."
And then the door clicked shut. I stood there shaking with anger and humiliation. Suddenly, I heard the sound of a key turning in the lock. I ran back to the door, twisting the knob, but it wouldn't budge. Mom, did you just lock me in?
We'll talk when I'm finished talking to Aunt Beth. You need to cool down. Sandra, you're being too hard on her. She's a teenager. This is what they do. Have crushes, get distracted. It's part of growing up. And what? I'm just supposed to let her throw her future away because she's infatuated with some boy? Sandra, it's been an hour. Locking her up isn't going to solve anything. She has to know there are consequences. You don't understand, Beth. You have a son, not a daughter. It's not that different. I have to teach my son to respect girls, and you need to teach Lily to trust herself, to make good choices. I just don't want her to make mistakes, and I don't need you to tell me how to raise my own daughter. Sorry, Beth. I didn't mean it that way. I just feel so helpless with Lily sometimes. It's frustrating, and I feel like I'm failing as a mother. I'm sorry. let's have a coffee, shall we? First, you need to let Lily out of her room. It's all right. We'll just sit down and talk first.
After a while, I heard footsteps coming closer. The door creaked open and there was Auntie Beth slipping in quietly. She sat down on the floor beside me.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi, Auntie Beth.
Oh, I saw your recent story about the charity event at school. That was really great, Lily. I loved how you helped spread the word.
I looked up, surprised. She had noticed? Thanks. I'm not just some dumb kid, you know. I know how to handle things.
I know you do. You're smart and capable. Your mom she worries a lot.
I felt a tiny smile tug at my lips. Auntie Beth always knew how to make me feel better.
So, tell me more about this Ethan. Is he cute?
Yeah, he's super cute and nice too. I think he likes me. Just as I started to feel a bit better, Mom walked in, her face set in that look she gets when she's made up her mind.
I've decided. You're not going to that school anymore.
What? Mom, you can't be serious!
I am serious. I spoke with your school today and I'm arranging to have you transferred. You won't be going back there tomorrow.
I felt like my whole world was crashing down. My school, the one I'd been at since kindergarten, all my friends were there. I couldn't imagine leaving. Mom, no! All my friends are there. You can't just take me out because of one stupid crush.
It's not just about a crush, Lily. It's about what's best for you. Sandra, maybe changing schools isn't the solution? No, Beth. I've made up my mind. I'm not going to let this continue.
I felt tears stinging my eyes again. I couldn't lose my friends, my school, everything. But Mom was so hooked on the fact that I had a crush she couldn't see anything else. Mom, please. I'll do better. I promise. Just don't make me leave. I felt the tears spill over as I stared at Mom, who was refusing to listen to a word I said. I couldn't believe this was happening. I could feel my world crumbling right in front of me. Mom, please. Don't make me change schools. I promise I'll be better.
No, Lily. My decision is final. This is for your own good.
I couldn't take it anymore. The frustration, the helplessness, the anger, it all came rushing out. I wish I were dead right now! I turned and ran to my room, slamming the door behind me. I locked it, threw myself on the bed, and let the tears come. Downstairs, I could hear Auntie Beth's voice getting louder.
Are you trying to scare her, Sandra? I'm not acting, Beth. I'm really going to transfer her. Seriously, over a boy? Do you think changing schools will stop her from having another crush? Does that even make any sense to you? I'm doing this for her own good, but I don't think Lily cares. Sandra, it's our job to help them, not punish them. She's only 15. This is the most complicated age of everyone's life. No kid knows why they feel what they feel. Butterflies, crushes, even adults don't always understand it. How can we expect them to? And when they do try to talk, we just shut them down.
I could hear Auntie Beth's voice softening like she was trying to reach Mom.
Sandra, times have changed. Kids today are smarter, more aware. We need to build trust with them, not walls. Have you even asked Lily anything about Ethan? Do you think she knows the difference between a crush and love? Lily's a beautiful girl. Boys are going to notice her. She needs to know how to handle it and that her family is always there for her. Please, talk to her. You are right, and I am so wrong. I didn't realize how wrong I was. I need to talk to her.
I heard their footsteps rushing back towards my room. Then they were banging on my door.
Lily, open the door. Please, open the door. Lily, honey, please.
The banging got louder and I could hear the panic in Mom's voice.
She said she'd rather die. Beth, was she serious? Oh my God. Lily, please open the door.
I startled awake to the sound of their frantic knocking. My eyes felt puffy and my head hurt. I must have dozed off crying. I quickly got up and unlocked the door.
Oh, Lily!
What's going on? I just fell asleep. Mom pulled me into a tight hug, relief flooding her face, while Auntie Beth stood by, her eyes gentle but worried.
I'm so sorry, honey. I love you so much. It hurt.
I felt Mom's arms tighten around me, and for the first time in hours, I felt like maybe, just maybe, everything was going to be okay. After Mom's initial panic, things calmed down, but I could still feel the tension in the air. She sat down on my bed, patting the spot next to her.
Lily, come sit with me. We need to talk.
Okay, but first, tell me, Am I still getting transferred?
That depends. Are you going to do anything that would make me change your school?
I swear, Mom, I won't! Never!
Great. Then it's settled.
I felt a wave of relief wash over me, but I knew there was more she wanted to say.
Now listen carefully, Lily. I understand Ethan is your first crush, and there will probably be more crushes in your life.
Really? Mom?
Stop it, Lily. Let me finish.
I couldn't help but smile a little. For once, she wasn't angry. She actually seemed understanding.
I'm sorry I was so harsh on you earlier. It's hard for us parents to accept that our teenage kids have crushes, feelings, and all that stuff. Sometimes these feelings are just hormones, Lily. I want you to be careful, that's all.
I get it, Mom. I really do.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have feelings. I just want you to focus on building a great life for yourself, not getting sidetracked by every boy who makes your stomach flip like a roller coaster.
Mom, I promise. I'll focus on my studies and I won't let Ethan or any other crush spoil it.
That's all I want, honey, for you to be happy and to make good choices.
For the first time in what felt like forever, we were on the same page. Thanks, Mom, for understanding. And I guess for caring so much.
You're my daughter, Lily. Of course I care, even if I get a little crazy sometimes.
A little crazy? Try a lot.
Watch it, young lady.
We both laughed, and suddenly the weight I'd been carrying around all day seemed to lift.
Everything okay in here?
Yeah, Auntie Beth, I think we're good.
We're good.
As Auntie Beth smiled and stepped back out, I felt a sense of peace. Things weren't perfect, but we were trying, and for now, that was enough. So, Mom, does this mean you'll stop reading my diary?
No promises, but I'll try.
We both laughed again, and in that moment, I knew we were going to be okay. Life would be full of crushes, dramas, and disagreements, but as long as we could talk it out, we'd get through it together. Be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and tell us in the comments about your favorite bits of this story jumping out of a book.